So what is improvisation on a guitar? Well, in the beginning, when people started to improvise, it was jazz. And so they played the melody, and because it's a singer singing the verse and the chorus, and then it's time for a solo, and basically it was playing the melody. But then, they started messing with the melody, and that became improvisation. So that's how it started. And because they kind of played so many melodies and practiced scales when they practiced, these jazz musicians who were very often classically trained to some extent, then they could start kind of guessing what other notes would sound great up against the melody. And then gradually over a decade, then they stopped playing the melody altogether. So what is improvisation on a guitar? How do you learn it? And what it is basically just playing random stuff. There's a reason why we have scales and arpeggios. It's because then we have stuff we can, right? And if you have a scale that's supposed to sound good over the chord progression in the background, what improvisation is basically just playing random stuff. But when we talk in sentences, and that's the same thing with music. If you listen to a song, you got sentences. Billie Jean, and my love. That's kind of a sentence, right? Was that right? Was that the right lyrics? I don't know. Every song has that because that's the way the human mind works. So point one, we need to play in sentences. So we come up with random stuff, right? That's in sentences. So we got to stop, right? And sometimes we speak an awful lot, especially Italians. They speak, for very long before the sentence, and that's a run, right? That's a right. There's a lot of words very rapidly, and then suddenly it ends. Sorry, if you're Italian, love Italy. So basically, what that is you speak in sentences, but also we speak with rhythm. So we have to make sense musically within sentences, and then we speak with a certain amount of rhythm. And if we don't have rhythm, we're not connected to the music in the background. 50% of what goes on in the background is right? Is rhythm. So we need to be able to follow the rhythm and add to the rhythm with what we play. So if you were strumming a song, right? This is your strumming pattern basically. Then all the notes you play, right, is kind of within that. We call these subdivisions ba da ba da 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 ba da da da. It's all here, right? And so everything you play is random notes from the scale that fits the music or the arpeggio, and then you use rhythm, which means that you're basically playing. If the hi-hat goes to ba to ba, you could say that the subdivisions would be da 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 da, but you can times that up with 2 and go ba da 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 ba da ba da da ba ba da 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 da, right? And so that's a skill, of course, being able to play with rhythm. But the main point of this video is just the one point that improvisation is playing random stuff, and we often don't get that. And through playing random stuff, you gradually learn to have preferences with what you play. So, that was kind of cool. And actually, if you're using the pentatonic scale and you know rhythm, then suddenly you can play solos because that's all it takes. And if you play in sentences, then suddenly it's just amazing what you can do. Let me just give you a short demonstration of that. So let's say you have like a track that goes like that. Okay, we need that to be a little bit louder. All right, and then I'm just gonna play random stuff. In rhythm, right? I'm just gonna take 4 notes here from the A minor pentatonic, 5th and 7th fret on the 2 middle strings, and then I'm just gonna say, okay, that was the subdivisions, right? I'm just gonna play random notes. Right? I can go on there like that, right? And then of course you add phrasing information, you have sliding, bending, vibrato, stuff like that. This is pretty hard to do if you're a beginner. But you have to take each skill of improvisation, which is basically playing solos on a guitar, you know, the technique, the rhythm, right? Alternate picking, the scale, which is pretty fast because you can just use one scale shape in one place on the neck, the first position, minor pentatonic. And if you learn these sub skills, then you can improvise with that. But you can also start improvising right now, just have music in the background, play random notes. It might not sound as good as when you know rhythm, but rhythm, first of all, simple scale shape, and some techniques for strumming that rhythm or playing that rhythm on a single string, and you are way ahead of the pack. So, but please remember that improvisation is playing random stuff. You just need the right scale and some rhythm skills, and boom, you can improvise. So don't forget to go download the free course on alternate picking just below here, and leave a comment. See you in one of the videos that pops up on the screen here.